Hello guys, and welcome to today's project of making the Financier. The Financier is a small French almond cake. It is light and moist with a crisp eggshell-like exterior. We shall start with making the most essential part of the process, which is to make the Beurre Noisette, which is translated literally to hazelnut butter, or in other terms, brown butter. We will need a total of 345 grams of brown butter, but in order to get 345 grams, we will need to cook off more butter, approximately 150 grams more. So place in a medium-sized pot about 500 grams of unsalted butter. We do this due to the loss in water as the butter cooks and reduces to reach the desired weight. Take the pot over to the stove and turn on the heat to medium to high. We want the butter to boil. Take a whisk and make sure you move the butter. The reason we are moving the butter is to ensure that the milk solids at the bottom doesn't burn as it sinks to the bottom, and it's also to break up the pieces. Don't go anywhere. This process can happen relatively fast. Once you start to see the butter turn a deep amber color, take it off from the heat. You will also notice that the milk solids will start to resemble vanilla seeds. Here I am taking a white spoon to show you the color that we are looking for. It is notable for its deep yellow, almost brown color, and having a nutty scent and flavor from the heating process. Leave that to one side for now. Next, take a pestle and mortar and we are going to process the vanilla pod. I am using a dried vanilla pod. You will need one. Because it is dried, you can break it apart and put it in. Break it down until you reach a fine powder. Once you reach a fine powder, bring over the butter and pour all of the vanilla powder in. This will rehydrate and awaken the vanilla flavor. If only you can smell this. It smells like a pastry shop in my kitchen right now. Leave that to one side to cool. In the meantime, take a bowl and place a sieve on top, and in goes 150 grams of plain flour, 450 grams of icing sugar, 4 grams of baking powder. Give that a sieve. After you have sieved everything, pour in 240 grams of ground almonds. Give that a mix and leave that to one side. Let's go back and check on the infusing butter. We're going to sieve it. I'm using a fine strainer. Now that we have our vanilla Beurre Noisette, very powerful stuff. Let's go ahead and measure out the 345 grams that we needed. The remaining Beurre Noisette you can freeze in molds until we need them again. Next, in a mixing bowl, measure out 340 grams of egg whites and give that a whisk. We want to give it some air, just enough until the bubbles have some structure and body. Now we can go ahead and make the mix. Pour all of the dry ingredients in a large bowl. Then pour over the liquid butter into the dry ingredients. Give that a mix. Mix it until it's almost combined. Then you can mix in some of the egg whites. Mix it in a folding action. Watch how I spin the bowl with one hand, but the other hand does the mixing. Mix it until everything is well combined. Let the batter rest for 1 hour. This will allow the bubbles to settle. Take a piping bag and fill it in with the mixture. Now, traditionally, financiers are filled in a small mold, and that is what we're going to do. Fill your molds, but make sure you leave some breathing space for when the mixture cooks. This will ensure the mixture doesn't flow over onto the other side of the mold. A couple of millimeters will be alright. Bake it at 170 degrees for about 12 minutes since they are small. They are done when you stick a knife in and they come out clean. Also, when you reach the desired color. What you're looking for is a nice golden brown. Take them out from the oven and let them cool. Come back after they have cooled. Alright guys, I will be honest with you. I couldn't wait, so I had some. If you are finding it hard for them to come out, pop them in your freezer and let them harden up. Give or take about 30 minutes. They should come out clean without any problems. That one right there was when I checked with my knife in the oven. Typically they are eaten like that. They will last a few days at room temperature covered up. Now let's try some other shapes and styles. Here I have a bigger rectangular mold. Pipe the mixture in your mold and leave some breathing space. Place it in your oven and check to see if they are cooked properly. I also have some ring molds. Pipe about halfway. Now, with the ring mold, in order to take the cake out of the mold, just take your knife, poke from the bottom until you come out with your knife, and follow the ring around. And it will come out cleanly. Now, if you are fussy about the appearance of the crumbs on the sides of the round ones, just take a microplane and grate the sides gently. There you go, nice and perfectly round. If you find that they look rather plain, you can always decorate them with some chocolate. Here I'm going to decorate them with some tempered white chocolate for both of them. Just before the chocolate sets, I shall sprinkle some freeze-dried raspberries on the top to just bring the cakes onto another dimension. Well, there you have it guys, Financier. A couple of different styles and sizes for you to choose from. As usual, it was a pleasure having you with me on this journey today. If you enjoyed what you watched, please leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe to be notified of upcoming videos, and I shall see you in the next one. Bye for now.